These batteries, all of them failed pretty much. I have one left that's normal, I think, and it's charging, but now I've resorted to plugging it into a power bank so I can finish this video. So yeah, that's how my day's going. I found most of the hardware though, so there's a plus. These little ones, all but one, so I'll need to source one or see if Ford has the hardware kit. But I was kind of thinking about doing the throttle body off the car. I think I did decide to go with the trip flow one with the AccuFab throttle body on it. I'm gonna try it out. These little clips, there's like dowel pin holes. I'm assuming that's what they kind of resemble, but these pop into it, so I don't have to hold it. So that's, hopefully it'll help with the seal there. I think it'll hurt anything either way. Might make it a little more difficult to put in, but a little difficulty to wait. Hey, uh-oh. Accelerated too soon. Oh yeah. That's nice. Oh yeah. Holy crap, it came off. Feels like gray or gunmetal gray. Here's some we have left off. Out of the way, you jar. Some voltage had to come off. Whew. That didn't feel good. It's in. There we go. Lined up. Cool. And then everything else is plug and play. Got the gasket for the EGR valve. Then the O-ring for the outlet here, or inlet. I'm gonna put the bolts in. I won't cinch those down all the way, but at least get it in here so it's nice and secure. And then I'll walk the fuel rail back over. Held out. It's gonna be so cool to have the regular hardware back on the top of the motor. Be able to hold everything properly. It'd be so cool. I am seeing an issue though. Maybe I should have waited to put the throttle body on. It's kind of in the way. Rookie. Everything else is really good. Yeah. This one. Okay. Cool. Oh. Let's see if I made a mess for myself. Bad as I thought it was going to be. It's going to be anything in the butt. There we go. There we go. That looks like it'll be safe. Cool.
Lights shining from the window late at night. I'm just watching someone else's life go by, wishing it was mine. Dreams, everybody has them at the start. Somewhere along the way they fall apart, and it makes it kind of hard to look up at the lights. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, everything is clear. When the lights go out, I could finally see. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I could finally see what it's all about. Standing in the mirror, when the lights go out, it's you looking back at me. Hold. Try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't.
Time to put them in. Make sure it sinks down in there. Crisscross pattern with these again. Backwards. Oh. There we go. Nice. Okay, I can run back in. Leave that idle air control on. It's hot though. Right. Most of this is done. bunch of new stuff. Oh man, came off. I'm gonna go find the other brace line for that before I go and snap together. Put some grease on it this time. I'm gonna put some RTV around it. Just double check. It's not allowing it to sit. Especially in the front. These are only supposed to be like to 22. Oh no. Almost worked perfect. I got 13 minutes of memory left. This isn't the end of the video. I'll pick this back up either tomorrow or this weekend. 'Cause I gotta work. But it's all put together. Wait. Now it's all put together. Oh man, it's so exciting. So we just put new coil packs, maintenance our injectors a little bit, put some O-rings and pintle caps. We got a trick flow intake throttle body set up, an air raid intake, and the PI intake manifold back on. So that's super exciting. So just alone the intake manifold will bump us up about 20, and I think the bigger throttle body should give us a few horsepower too. Maybe not too much, maybe 5-ish, maybe a little more. I'll look it up again and see what it is. But so sick. It's all done. Cool. All we got to do is put a fluid in, make sure that the system's bled, and we can start her up. Then I'll do a sound comparison, because I didn't even think about the intake as well, with the intake manifold and the new throttle body. So maybe more sound? different sound. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm really sketched out. I might have to get a different neck, because this neck looks different and it's angled differently. So that's the only part. I think this is the only part. If this starts leaking, I'll know I can't use it with this intake manifold. Brain farted there for a second. So fingers crossed that works. I think I'm gonna loosen the other side and make it level to give us the best chance of not leaking. But I don't know. We're close. If I had more time on my card, I'd start it tonight, guys. But I'm sorry. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you again tomorrow, hopefully. If not, this weekend. Later. I'm back. It was not Thursday or the weekend. My family had different plans. But the last thing, I did go back. Oh, hey, bye guys. I did go back and undo the injectors again, and I'm so glad I did, because I didn't seat those pintle caps all the way. They did click one more time whenever I pushed them in the first time, but I was just like, it's bugging me. I gotta get back in there. So I'm so glad I did. I popped them off and they weren't seated all the way, because I remembered whenever I was putting the new O-rings on and lubing everything, that it just looked too far apart, like the gap between the cap and the O-ring and spacer on the bottom part. So yeah, I pulled them apart and they definitely weren't all the way seated, even with that extra click I heard. So I seated them all the way. They looked perfect. Put them back in and they went in smooth as butter, because of the grease we were using, and I'm really happy with that. And I'm also like, it might be a weird thing to be happy about, but I'm super stoked on being able to use the original like hardware everywhere. And I had to go back to Ford for these ones. I was missing one. I don't know how I had 7, but my original motor, like the new, I think I said this earlier in the video, but freaking noob move, I was putting the hardware on the intake manifold to save it, and I don't know why, but I ended up tightening it while it was on the intake manifold with nothing on it, and heard a crack, like a plastic cracking sound from it. So I was pretty sure I busted it, and I felt so stupid. But that was the last time I had put all the hardware in there. So I guess from that time, which was years ago, to now, 1 bolt went missing. So maybe I'll find it whenever I clean out the garage when we move or something. Just, oh, here's this. But FYI, they're really expensive for some odd reason. That little tiny 7mm bolt is $6.30 per bolt, and they come in 4 packs. So you're paying $24+ for 4 of them. That's almost $50 worth of bolts just for your coil pack to be mounted. What? So ridiculous. So anyways, that's what I did off camera. I had to like take that thing as a pain in the butt, but I had to take that off just to clear it for that rail, and undo like the EGR vacuum hosing and stuff like that. That wasn't that bad. Just to pop both of them off, and it was pretty easy because you don't have to pop them off too far to slide them out. But then I zipped everything back together. It went back together pretty nice. The thing I'm worried about though, let's see if I can show you here, because it doesn't really look like it's seated all the way, and it kind of doesn't look like it's all the way down. So I'm gonna like loosen the other side here, in hopes that like it resets, like I can balance it out and reset it, or reseat it, sorry, before I like dump a bunch of water into the coolant, or add the coolant in there and then have it spray out of that or leak. Because I'm hoping it works, because I like the positioning of that elbow for the thermostat housing, because it points it the correct way for the radiator top radiator hose. If not, I have one other one, but this one's not the original one I have on there right now is like that, so it points directly to the hose. This one is canted a little bit to it, so I don't think it'll line up with that hose properly, and it'll force me to have to get something different, because I did not pull the radiator hose. He might still have it. I might be able to go over and get it, but I don't know. I'm hoping, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mess around with these bolts, see if I trust that, and then it's put the distilled water in and make sure it bleeds properly, which I'm also questioning a little bit on these cars, because every time I've ever put coolant in these like reservoir setups, it doesn't seem like it bubbles much at all. Initially it does, like whenever you're putting it in, because it's like filling, but then after that it seems like it doesn't. So it's like hard to tell when the system is bled properly. But yeah, that's the next business, and once I get that going, then I'll put you guys over, and we'll do another first start with the different intake manifold and throttle body intake setup, because I've never ran an aftermarket intake, and I've never ran a different throttle body with I don't even know what these like tubing sections are called, because this is the throttle body, right? Let me know in the comment section, what is this part of the throttle body setup? Is it like a intake elbow, or is the whole thing the throttle body? I don't know. Now it looks seated, but it was sketchy to get it there. Okay, I think I'll trust that. Cooling time. Yeah. Yeah, cooling time. I was actually thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should have, like, before I put the elbow on, filling whatever would allow me to fill it before dropping the thermostat in, but it was an afterthought, of course. All right. Moment of truth. I think everything's good. You know, I think it's overthinking when you do that, but I think I'm good. I'm gonna put you in the same spot I did the first one, or try to get this first start, see if there's any sound difference. I might have had like an air leak somewhere, because aside from like not having the right amount of fuel to start, you heard it like struggle a little bit, but then it was rough and then cleared out pretty well. But now like the air, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like it sounds like it's more even keel, like flat, and the idle sounds like nice and smooth. So I'm hoping that that's the case, but no fuel leaks so far, and I'm just kind of waiting for the coolant level in here to, because I don't think I got it all the way up. I'm hoping it takes it real quick and I can get it to bleed. So I don't want to run it too long. It's got more intake noise now. That sounds so cool. Oh man. It's the little things in life, everybody. Wish I had a turbo. Reminds me of a turbo. Okay, the coolant's already starting to raise, so I'm hoping the fans come in and the thermostat opens soon, because that's kind of what I'm waiting for. That way it can draw in and fill the rest of the system. Going down, so I'm thinking about like taking it around the block and then letting it rest, see if any of the coolant got took down, and I'm hoping the fan kicks on while I'm out driving. fan's coming on, so at least it's not a fuse or something. And it usually does that whenever it's reached temperature. Oh, and it did drop it. Okay. Dropped it a little bit. So I'll let it cool down, make sure I have it topped off, and I think we're good now. Is that it? That might be it. Cool. Alright. So let's give a little more revs. Mom, come here.
I'm trying
Stop
to.
shooting things and come here for a second. Listen around here. Do that.
Yep, it's fun.
Alright, everybody. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please think about it. And be safe out there. See you next time. Alright, real quick. I'm so happy that that worked. Seems like it's cooling. I'm going to let it cool down all the way and see if it took any of the extra from the reservoir. And then it's cleaning. I'm going to clean up all the dust, blow it out, pressure wash it, and then I got to get something to clean my filter with. So I'm pretty stoked on that. Throttle response was better. I didn't really get on it because I was a little scared that it was overheating, so I didn't want to really beat on it yet. But now that I'm relatively certain that it's cooling, I'll beat on it a little bit and see if I can notice any extra power, because there was some sections where you could notice that it was sluggish. But it sounds cool. I can't, like, it's gonna be kind of hard to, like, just off the bat know, like, the sound difference. I think it sounds smoother, a little more gurgly on idle, like lopey, but I can tell that the throttle response is better, more consistent, and it seems more constant. Like there's not a dip anywhere. You get on it and it goes. So I'm super stoked on that. And I really want to know, like, I really want to feel whether it has that extra power. But excited, even if the thermostat wasn't the thing and I was just tripping, which could be the possibility. It's got a new thermostat in it now. And then once I clean the filter, because it's a hand-me-down, that'll be cool. And then I'll clean everything. Then the next job, I'm not sure what I'm gonna get into. It's either the I've had headliner stuff forever, so I might do that. But thanks for watching again. Be safe out there. Have a good one.